On October 27, 1962, a Soviet submarine officer named Vasili Arkhipov said no. His submarine was trapped under the Caribbean Sea, depth-charged by American destroyers during the Cuban Missile Crisis. The crew was suffocating. The air conditioning had failed. Temperatures had reached 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The captain believed that World War III had already started on the surface. The submarine carried a nuclear torpedo. 2 of the 3 officers needed to authorize its launch had already agreed. 1 nuclear torpedo would have vaporized the American aircraft carrier USS Randolph and everyone on it. Vasili Arkhipov was the 3rd officer. He refused. If he had said yes, the resulting nuclear exchange between the United States and the Soviet Union would likely have killed hundreds of millions of people within hours. The Cold War lasted 45 years. And on at least 3 occasions it nearly became the last war in human history. The Cold War began before World War II was even over. At the Yalta Conference in February 1945, the leaders of the Big Three, Roosevelt, Churchill, and Stalin, agreed to divide post-war Europe into spheres of influence. The Soviet Union would control Eastern Europe. The West would control Western Europe. The agreement was born from exhaustion. The Soviets had suffered 27 million dead defeating Nazi Germany. They were determined that Europe would never again be a platform for an invasion of Russia. Their method of ensuring this was blunt: install communist governments in every country the Red Army occupied. By 1948, Poland, Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, and East Germany were all Soviet satellite states. An iron curtain, in Churchill's famous phrase, had descended across Europe. The United States responded with 3 policies that defined the next 4 decades. Containment. George Kennan, a State Department diplomat, argued in 1947 that Soviet communism would eventually collapse under its own contradictions, but only if the West prevented it from expanding. The Truman Doctrine committed America to supporting any nation resisting communist takeover. The Marshall Plan. Between 1948